Well, holiday travel is affecting a lot of people. Are you guys affected in any way by holiday travel?
Yeah, we have been. We have had a couple guys that didn't make it back, and one of them is going to meet us there actually. So that's the way it is, and it's our guys are good at handling the so what now what. We've had to change travel arrangements. We got a crew that's worked on it for a couple days, and as of now, looks like sleigh is gonna arrive in Nevada.
Speaking of Nevada, it's opening up conference play. I mean, what kind of strengths do you see from them?
Yeah, I mean they're playing really good. They they've kind of regrouped the team as far as they're a lot different than they were last year, and they're playing together. That's what I see. The biggest thing is they have a group that looks like they like each other. It looks like they play together, and it's amazing how far that can take you. And it's shown by their good preseason. So I think it's I think this league is kind of wide open this year as far as there's a lot of great teams. It's just you have to show up with probably an A+ game every night, especially on the road, to get something done.
Yeah.
They obviously lost Sherfield and they lost Cambridge. How do you think Blackshear has kind of stepped into that point guard role?
Again, like I said, it's those guys had so much individual talent. They could win a game and take over a game by themselves sometimes, but I think that there lies the problem. I think what I'm seeing from the outside, like I said, is there's a whole new chemistry. They just look like a whole different team this year.
Do you expect Marcus Shaver to be back?
I do. I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed there too. So that's a game time decision, but I'm cautiously optimistic.
Has he been able to make an impact, maybe coaching players up while he's been out?
I'd hope he's doing some leadership and things like that, but he's always making an impact wherever he is, and but the biggest impact is we need him on the floor. We've got a lot of coaches in polos. I don't need Marcus Shave to be a polo guy.
Mountain West obviously was a 4-bid league last year. How tough do you think this league is looking right now, just based on the non-conference play?
It seems like I said, it seems like there's a lot of teams, there's a lot of strengths, and everyone has done a really, really good job in the preseason. Maybe one of the better preseasons this league's had as a whole, from top to bottom. And people had to navigate injuries, people had to navigate really good players out of the lineup, and they got some stuff done. So, like I said, I think every night it's from top to bottom. I think anyone can beat anyone.
New Mexico moved into the top 25 today, or I guess yesterday probably. What day of the week is it today?
Yeah.
But how hot do you think that they're looking right now?
Yeah, they're feeling great. I mean, sometimes when momentum's on your side like that, the way they're playing, you almost feel invincible. It's funny. That's coaching. You can win 9 in a row and feel like we might never win. Never lose a game. Then you drop one, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's hard to win a game. But that's basketball, and that's college basketball right now. Especially now, it's just there's so much parity to it, and there's so many good players that if a team gets hot on a given night, it doesn't matter who they're playing. I think Iowa was a great example of that. That team had no chance supposedly, and it was in wins. And I think that's more. You see that more now than you ever have in college basketball. There's just way more parity, and there's way more, good players. So that's why it's so important to be able to take your best on the road, and you got to play a really good game on the road to accomplish the mission.
Is this where you had anticipated the team would be at the start of Mountain West play?
We got a lot done in the preseason, no doubt about it. You can't account for what injuries what's gonna happen. You can't account for all those moving parts, sickness and travel, all the stuff that happens during the basketball year. But it's gonna happen, and you have to. I think we navigated it really well. I mean, because December was tough with Shave being hurt, and we got him in the right game and at St. Louis, and you know, he was able to help us get that done. And you probably don't get that done if he's not able to at least give us minutes that game. And then we were able to navigate some games without him, which helps develop your bench more. And that's, you know, like I said, that was a big key to this team, and so hopefully that'll pay dividends down the road.
It seems like a long ways away now, but you're coming off a loss. What do you think you learned from that loss?
Just you know, sometimes you just have, it was just, when you broke it down, I mean, we played a really good first half, probably could have been up a little more. You know, they hit a shot there at the buzzer, pick it up off the ground. Those things can swing a game a little bit, but really when you broke it down, we had like 10 bad minutes right in the middle of that second half, or close to the start of that second half. And so it wasn't just a total bad game, it was maybe just a chunk of minutes that we didn't do our job. And we did not play a good second half at all. I think we kind of hit a wall there at the end. With a little bit of lack of depth there without Shave and just things like that. But, you know, you're going to have games like that during the grind. And you know, we'll regroup. We got back. We had a great practices yesterday, a couple of them, and I think we're raring to go.
Did you get to do anything special with the guys that stayed for Christmas?
Yeah, we did. We did some, you know, I think I thank the Boise community for their efforts with the toy drive. It was a huge success for our first one, and we're going to build on that. And our players were here, so they got to help distribute them, and it was awesome. And you know, I was really proud of them, and it was meaningful. So, but shout out to the community, because there was some. I mean, it was amazing the group of toys we had, and we took some to the Ronald McDonald House, that kind of thing. So it was special.
I saw the clip on Channel 7, but you know, not everybody's necessarily heard about it yet. What brought you to the idea to try and do this for the community?
Well, you know, when we went down to Texas, we toured a Ronald McDonald House, and they told us about their toy room and their program that they have for the kids that are there over Christmas. And a light bulb just kind of went off on my head. I was like, I got a buddy who's a toy maker, and Mike Becker, the fun maker, and so I was like, let's get it off. You know, I know I could have planned it 2 months before and done a better job, but I just wanted to get it going, and it exceeded my expectations for the first year. And you know, he got involved and helped me out with it, and the community helped out, and the players helped out. So it was really, really special, and I'm so glad we got it. I actually talked to him yesterday, and he was super excited that, you know, we're going to build on it and have it grow and keep making it, make it 4 times as good next year. So it's exciting, and it was really special for our guys. I think they enjoyed it.
I think we ask this every time we play a conference game, but what makes Lawler so tough? Obviously, in starting out a conference
Well,
on
first,
the road.
good teams, good coaches. You know, Steve does an amazing job. He's a great coach, and his staff, and he's got this team where he wants them right now, it looks like, and they're playing great, and you know, they've had a good preseason, and we've had a good preseason, and it's a let it rip now. So we get to go there and start conference on the road. I kind of like that. But playing on the road in the Mountain West it's tough.
Does the intensity kind of change as you head into Mountain West?
Yeah,
play?
it always does. You know, you would think that. Every game means a lot on its own, because I tell these guys they're precious. We work all year long to get these opportunities. They're precious, but that does take on something special and something different, because that's how we measure in conference. That's how you measure yourself. That's the best measure of a program, is what you can do in conference. And this year, this conference is loaded, so it does take on a whole another level of intensity. That's for sure.
You develop some familiarity with conference opponents over the years too, because you play them repeatedly. So does that, in addition to the intensity, does it change strategically?
Oh yeah, it really does. Yeah, because they're so familiar with everything we've done. We're so because Coach Alford was at New Mexico too, so we've played each other a lot over the years, and no doubt he's had some great teams, and I think he's got a really good one this year too.
Holding teams to less than 7 3-pointers. What are the keys defensively to make that happen?
Just attention to detail and doing our jobs, and you know that's crucial. And we've done a good job of that most of the year. Last game that slid a little bit. Everything we did slid a little bit in the second half. So we flush that down and move on to the next one.